What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journeyman in Football Manager 2022. Be sure to leave a thumbs up if you're enjoying the series and get a comment in the video for today. But we do have a youth intake episode, and you can see how it's looking. We don't really have a top potential, rated as a below average intake. But remember, didn't we give a review of it where it was like a preview, and it had like about 4 or 5 players, I think, with an A rating. I'm not sure if we have any, but I'm thinking one and a half gold stars there. He may be decent. Gee, we'll have to see. But I want to take a look at the half a star golds because I'm assuming he's the best that we've got. So we'll go through the rest. Let's see. There's a left midfielder here, half gold star. Let's see. See, this is the thing. We're getting. Also, I've got an update of the skin I was using, so you may notice just things looking a little bit different and it just looking a bit fresher, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, I got the latest update. As always, the link is in the description. Unfortunately, obviously, he's got incredibly low determination, easily discouraged. I rarely see that personality, to be fair, easily discouraged, but his determination is 1, very low. But what I want to compare is, we click on these other players we have, and they're same position as well, but the fact is, like, he's a better current ability, which is quite amazing. We've already talked about the current players in the first team, and you know the reason, the rules where we could only sign, was it 5 Chinese players over 21? So this is not over 21, but in terms of they would be the ones replacing these poor rated guys in the first team. So you would say, oh, why don't you sign this guy up? But I think who he would be signing would be even replacing someone like him anyway. I don't see him being good enough. He's got 1 very good technical, which is his technique, 1 good mental, and pacey, a little, not really pacey, but with agility. He's not good enough. Next up, a right back, and it looks like he could be centre back as well, Kang. Okay, balanced in a few areas, stamina really poor. But once more, he is not the lowest rated in his position. Again, there's got those guys that are that lower level. They're probably they're contracted. You might say, oh, you could use them to replace them. But I think we play these other guys just until they actually run out of their deals because, it doesn't look like the youth. It doesn't look like. You can sense can you sense my disappointment? I mean, I can sense it myself that, this is my worst intake, I think, so far this year from these guys who've checked out. Another right back, Zhao, you just get this low sense of attributes. Not sense, you can see them, but they might have a handful of decent attributes at the most. He's got 3 good attributes. And when they've got too many, it's the fact of having too many lower ones, you know they're not going to be good enough. So, I think we have to be signing, the Chinese players, which we will do. Okay, I'm going to leave this guy because he's 1 star. He might be decent. So, Ren, a DM. See, I don't completely trash on players. I think this guy doesn't look too bad for his role. His worst attributes like dribbling, crossing, as a DM might not be the worst. Again, in terms of his better attributes, I think we sign him up because he's passable ever so slightly. Again, if we compare Deng, maybe not too much difference. We're not going to get into the thing of comparing, but their whole attributes, but he has got a little bit more potential in him. So we're not just gonna ignore them all, and we should be able to get him on just a standard youth contract there. So we go with that, and then this guy, attacking midfielder. I put hopes in attacking because you know how we've talked about we've got a couple defensive guys, centre back and a DM, young guys that were already at the team with potential, and they were 4-5 star. So that's what we were hoping for, really. But an attacking midfielder, this is what I mean, beefy attributes. I'm surprised his potential's not better. For me, he looks like in another league. Hold up. Is that same potential as these other guys we've just clicked on? I wouldn't be surprised because, I know definitely sometimes when you sign them up and they be at the club for a while, the coaches can get more of an idea on the player because they're only on trials here. So they're getting the first glimpse of them. But look at this man's mentals at 16. Good technique, passing. Those attributes, especially 6 dribbling the lowest in terms of an important attribute. as an attacking midfielder, he looks really nice. Of course, he's going to have poor strength, but determination's really good. Work rate isn't the best, but, you know, he's not going to have the highest, like, attributes, like, as a youth player coming through here, but he's got some that are really, really good, especially in the mentals. To have, like, a standout as mental attributes for a youth player, that's impressive. So we're going to sign him up. Youngster, we go through youth contract. I'm actually really, really impressed with him. Zempeng there. I think he could be good. Really rate his attributes. So, if he is 1 gold star, what is a 1.5 going to be? And that's what I mean. He's even got like similar potential with these guys as well. Just the most. So, as a DM, we've already got a DM. So, probably somewhere where we didn't need. Physically, he's pretty poor. Or he's very slow for 16. I mean, yeah, unambitious. Hold on. Unambitious. So, work rate, like, that ties into that, but generally it has determination that's poor as well. So, he's a bit mixed up. If we can somehow work on his work rate, which is generally hard to get up there. Obviously, if you go into the development, well, we need to sign him up so he can go on to training. But as an example, we're just going to, pure example here of our own player. If we, head into the training section, and then we go additional focus. Under endurance, you can work on work rate. So that's something you would do to try and get that up. So, let's go back to the previous player, because this guy, he's got a right work rate. Just to make that point, we were saying train that, and then I think he's not as unambitious as maybe others you would get that description with, because a lot of others have really low determination to show that, when determination is his highest attribute. So, really interesting, the mix of this guy's attributes, but he has to get signed up. The best current ability in our intake, and the fact, he doesn't get a youth contract. He wants, that full-time situation, so we just put that in pretty quickly, and he should accept. Maybe get the unused sub a little bit higher. Okay, no. Maybe appearance fee a little bit higher, and this will get accepted. Try and get him 400 per week. Okay, maybe not so confident. Increase it a little bit more to, I'll do it like this way. Maybe 425 then, 425. Ooh, maybe there's a certain amount where they just won't consider, like in terms of their wage. I don't think I've had it reject. Okay, let's just be careful. He's not going to get Team of the Year anytime soon. So 1.3k. I don't think I've ever been that close, or like where it's memorable, where a youth player would have rejected my contract. But anyway, so the last 2 guys the 3, all of them I offered contracts to. I was pretty happy, and they cover down the spine, like, central midfield type players, like from DM to attacking mid. It's not bad, but no amazing players there. I'm really intrigued by a couple of them though. Like, some of their, I think it was Ren. No, not Ren. No, this guy, the attacking midfielder. Like, his attributes looked a bit more beefy. Physically, he looks a bit poor, so maybe brings him down a little bit. But, I think he impressed me the most. Let me know who you think's the brightest talent. I mean, this is probably going to be very quick, but you never know. We'll go through, if they, quick, because there's a lot of players to go through. We're not gonna analyze their attributes or anything like that. So this centre back, he doesn't look the worst, but probably too slow. And here you don't get my over analysis. You get my like initial reaction and not overthinking or whatever. And some of them, they're just not gonna be. They're gonna have too many lower attributes, and we're just gonna go through that. Tang as a left back, just. Technicals are not strong enough there. Mentals, determination's the only decent one. And we'll go back down. Feng, we've got another Feng there. Just half a star. He's not the worst as a right back. I want to take a punt on this guy because I actually like his best attributes. Like, again, the marking, passing, tackling. As a right back, maybe a defensive right back, his crossing isn't the best. I want to give this lad a go. I could have easily just discarded and not even looked at these guys. But he shows something on the little bit. He's got something to show. So, goalkeeper. I would have liked a decent young goalkeeper. And this guy, one-on-ones, he's got, again, too many lowers. But we do need a good goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he's not that exactly. And even a striker here, Ye Hangcheng, let's take a look at him. Too slow. Too slow. I was almost going to give him a chance, but not there. And then Chen Peng, right winger. I wouldn't mind a right winger, but nowhere near. I don't even need to explain how he has way too many lower attributes. Ooh, another striker, Lee, but I know majority of half a stars aren't going to be good, and he gives me mixed feelings. He has got some very good, like he's quick and can finish. So I just wonder about that. Could he, when he gets to his very best ability, that's what we're talking about right here. When he gets to his best, someone who's quick and got great finishing, say if that's all he has, I feel he could still score some goals. I want to sign him up and maybe try and improve his other attributes. His determination is good. Work rate isn't. So something, again, he's got, the thing is, low stamina as well. He's probably got too many areas you need to work on with him, but I think he could be just, one of those simple, this is different. This is in the lower leagues of England, but I've had a player before who was he simply was good and or he was quick and a good finisher. That was the good part. Yeah, he was a good finisher and was quick. Almost every single other attribute was trash, like maybe 5 or below, and maybe had a couple others that were like 7 and 8s, and like the mentals and that. Maybe technique was like a 6, and he smashed in goals, in the lowest playable, in the English league, the South North. Can't remember which one because it was years ago. But yeah, he was just a clinical finisher. He was that typical lower league guy. He was just a quick striker that could beat a keeper. And then, okay, one more goalkeeper. We said I don't expect much from him, and a bit too low, especially one-on-ones and some other important areas. So I'm not overly disappointed because I wasn't expecting too much. We weren't expecting the next best player in the world, or even just in this league, through our intake. As you can see, our youth recruitment is adequate. It's not even, it's not even basic. You see how youth facilities and training, they're poor. They got the gold and that 1.5, half a star. Yeah, half a star youth facilities. That's why and junior coaching is terribly low. That's probably something we'd want to get up. But the thing is, I don't know. I don't know about that. Someone what I mean is, we got a talent in Lee Shibu, and he's just, our younger guys, they're getting development, Shi Lin as well. These guys are progressing because we're just mass playing them. We're playing in them games, and regardless of poor junior coaching, guys, do you think we need to improve that if we're just going to be playing these guys anyway? Because they're going to get pure development, and yeah, they've had pretty good seasons, especially Lee Shibo. He's, I don't know, there's something about him. I just really like him compared to these other guys. And that might be a little bit of a disappointment. See, he was signed for free. And then if we go over to Shi Lin, we go to his history. He was signed on a free. I can't remember. We'll have to see if they were youth intake. I don't even know. I assume they weren't. Yeah, so those guys were a bit better. So Wang, if we just go to his history, it doesn't say free. Because, I was rethinking my Football Manager history. I'm I don't see free transfer when you sign up youth players. No, they're not youth intake. So they were found. So it was still only 3 games we played after that last episode. The 5-5 10-goal thriller. That was some episode. So we kept unbeaten. I guess 4 games in a row is a little bit of a streak now. And Badan has actually been very good, and more specifically in the game we just played right now, Badan, the one I just got through before this, he's finding a bit. 12 goals in 14, I explained him to you. He's he's only got 6 finishing, but he's got surrounding attributes that help him in terms of scoring goals. It's not singly finishing. We talked about finishing, didn't we, for a little bit, but his mentals, I think it gets him a step above where his finishing maybe lacks. And yeah, he definitely scores his own goals. Not own goals, but goals for the team. He does his thing. So this is, guys, 4 games left in the season. So it's interesting timing because we are still maybe wanting to wrap things up. But we always want to get a youth intake episode most of the time anyway, so that's what we have. And yeah, there's not much we can really do. So there's not too much of an exciting point here, finishing as high as we can. I'm not sure what the prize money, that's what we're showing you right now. Okay, is that our 170k is actually going to be that's going to be the amount for any team. Is that from 5th to 16th? That would be interesting. That's why it shows up like that. But anyway, or is it? Yeah, we'll see. It's not going to be anything crazy anyway. If we go to the home screen, as I said, it will be a little different. I like on this, it's like a green light when you click on it. So yeah, that's cool. But anyway, we have to go like that. Yeah, you can see where we are, solid position. Like we came along for a job to do from the board. We don't even need to go there. They wanted us to avoid the relegation. So we've had a game. We've got a game in 19 days. So this is when the youth intake came. So I'm not going to continue. 19 days takes some time. When there's not a game, when there's not a game in between. So what we just explained in terms of, we're towards the end of the season, and I just saw that there, like, wow, October's, they got that few, well, not even that few games, but that actually difference between the games, like, that many days. So that's a bit extreme, really. So I might actually arrange a friendly, if not two friendlies in this period if we can, just so we keep up our fitness. But at the same time, it's not really, you might see me probably not even worry about that because we're, towards the end of the season. So, we're actually just going to play the rest of the games off camera because, we've got into a safe position now. I just thought, we will do a youth intake episode by itself. So, considering the game's not close enough. And we're going to do it like that. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It was, again, more focused on the youth players. That's why I spent a bit more time talking about them and that kind of stuff. To give you guys an update where we're at and to know we weren't going to play a game here and it's not as required. You can see, where we're probably going to finish maybe around this batch of teams. And we'll see. But again, if you guys can leave a thumbs up on the video, greatly appreciated. Interact with the Journeyman so more people can see it and maybe suggest it to some other people if YouTube's not doing its job of recommendations for my channel. But anyway, we'll leave it there and I'll see you guys next time.